Welcome back to the Junkman, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with a whole new video. What we're going to do today, sorry about my squeaky chair, where you can see, I'm in the little box here, so it's more of just a fun, random video to see what you guys think of this. Y'all like my reaction video to the Pawn Star show, so kind of looked around to see what else I could react to, and we're going to go back to 1985. Well, kind of 1985. We're going to go back to the early 2000s and watch the VH-1 special, I Love the 80s, episode about 1985. Now, I'm not going to watch the whole show because it's about an hour long, so I'm probably just going to skip through it and stuff. Try to focus more on maybe the movies and the toys and stuff they talk about. Sorry about that. I was trying to get the video queued up. Kind of cut out the music stuff probably, or here and there, maybe some of the celebrities talking about it also. So let's see. Let's start off with 1985. I love the 80s. Oh, shall we play a game? Come on, man. You don't not understand how much I fell in love with war games. Walked in, I remember going to see the movies, 85. I remember seeing it at the theater. I missed the first 5 minutes of it, but that whole beginning with the, the guy from Reservoir Dogs is at the beginning of that movie. Michael Manson, is that his name? Yeah, and I didn't know for years he was at the beginning of that movie. I love war games. I thought I was David Lightman for a long time, and that's who I wanted to be, man. You know, we all wanted to be Ferris Bueller or David Lightman for war games, and maybe a little bit of both. But I was really into computers, but I thought I was in computers as much as he was, but I wasn't. Wasn't nowhere near what he was. But okay, looks like we're gonna have He-Man to talk about. There we go. What's this here? Does that pour some sugar on me? Hell yeah, pour some sugar on me. Yeah, remember that one? Okay, Knight Rider. I'll tell you a fact about Knight Rider when we get there. And the mall. Everybody loves the mall. Flashdance. What you talking about, Willis? I just saw him come up there. And what is that? I don't know what that was. Some kind of shoe thing here. I'm going to have to move this over so I can see it a little better. So I don't have to look at myself now. If you want me to look at the camera, sorry, I'm going to be looking over here so I can see. VH1, I love the 80s. What are we going back to? Well, that's I already said it. 1985. Here we go. Yeah, National Lampoon's Vacation. Now, I was just watching this with my son a couple of weeks ago, and it's funny, there's nudity in it, and I forget about that when I was watching it. And I know people say, well, it's not really a family movie. But, look at Jeffrey Ross, man, he looked different there. It was a family movie, let's be honest. But back then, family movies had nudity and cussing in them. We didn't really care. Today, you wouldn't get away with that and call it a family movie, I guess. There's the country folks right there. Can relate to them, I guess. I know some people like that. What is it? See, French kisses there. Dad says she's the best at it. And the girl from Third Rock? Yeah, I forgot that was her. Yeah, there she is. She kind of went on, did other things. Christy Brinkley, man. She looks about like that today, ain't that weird? But man, I don't know what looked better, her or that Ferrari. That Ferrari reminds you of Magnum PI, doesn't it? That Ferrari. You know the guy on Magnum, the guy that played Rick, is the one that owned the Ferrari, or owned at least one of them they used in the show. How about that? I did not know that. I read that somewhere recently. Never knew, so I guess he has some money long before that. Okay. He goes jumping in the beak. Now, it don't show Chrisley Brinkley without his shirt on, but it does show Chevy Chase without his shirt on. So if any girls or guys out there want to see Chevy Chase without a shirt on, check out Vacation. Really good movie for sure. That's a guy from Grounded for Life. I used to like Grounded for Life. That was a funny show. And then we got the Curb Your Enthusiasm lady. She just always seems kind of like a character on the show, not the actress. That's Tom Arnold. There he is eating the sandwich with the dog pee on it, and I love that Aunt Edna just doesn't care, does it? Aunt Edna's like, I don't care, I'll eat it anyway. But that's probably the best scene I've ever seen anybody dance with a sandwich. Now, if you think of another movie where somebody danced with a sandwich so good, but Aunt Edna, wasn't Aunt Edna great? I mean, one of them characters you love to hate. God, she was so good to hate. And there we go, John Candy. People talk about John Candy being in it, but people don't really talk about how Eugene Levy was in the movie also as the car dealer. Car salesman. Love Eugene Levy. There we go. Family Ties. Man, I don't know. Oh, I had such a crush on Justine Bateman. What happened to her? I don't see her. I see her brother, Jason Bateman, all the time, but I hardly ever see her. Man, back then, 85, I don't know who I had a bigger crush on, Justine Bateman or Alyssa Milano. I went back and watched Family Ties not too long ago, probably a year or so ago on Hulu or something, and I was surprised about how funny it was, and I was more surprised at how funny the dad on the show is. There he is, Michael Gross. He was the funniest part of the show. Now I know in later seasons, I think they kind of swapped the show, made it more focused on Michael J. Fox and the kids. I've heard, but I know I watched it. I don't remember much about it. But when I went back and watched those and saw how funny Michael Gross was on that first season, I was really surprised, I tell you. I need to go back and watch some more of them. That's a show that was really popular in the 80s, but you really don't hear people watch it. And you know who's on Family Ties. Do I have to tell you? You know who was on there. Scott Valentine. That's right, he was. And anyone that watched my news segments I used to do know I used to pick on Scott Valentine all the time. And I actually talked to him over email to come on and help me with the news show and kind of pick on him. But we never could get the plan, everything worked out. I wrote a script for him to come and do, and he didn't like it. So that didn't work, and then I quit the whole news thing because it just wasn't really getting much views as my other videos, so I figured you guys didn't like it anyway. But I love doing those news videos. Okay, what we got here? We got Michael Gross again. What's her name? Meredith Baxter Burney. Never really cared for her. She always rubbed me the wrong way also. But who didn't like Alex P. Keaton, Michael J. Fox? I mean, it's really an odd show. I mean, he's a kind of conservative, his hippie, Democrat parents and everything, and he was in love with Ronald Reagan. Kind of more edgy than you would think back when you think Family Ties. And then Tina the Others. I mean, Different Strokes. That was still on in '85. Different Strokes. Now this was a season where they had the new maid. I hated that redheaded kid they brought on to Different Strokes also. Remember that little redheaded kid that was in Terminator 2. Apparently they should. Nancy Reagan came on. Okay, this was Nancy Reagan. This wasn't when what was his name? Little Arnold goes to the bike shop and gets molested by the guy that works at WKRP. Remember that episode? Dudley. I think it's Dudley that gets molested and down at the bike shop. But this is their Don't Say No to Drugs. Don't say no. This is their Say No to Drugs campaign. Remember back in the 80s, it was really big for people to have that special episode. You know, once a season, you had to have the very special episode of Different Strokes. Oh, there's that other maid. She replaced Miss Garrett. Nobody remembers her name. Nobody cares. We all love Miss Garrett. And what you talking about, Nancy Grace? Oh, Nancy Grace. Why did I say Nancy Grace? What you think about Nancy? What you talking about, Nancy Reagan? There he is. He's about to pop some pills. Yeah. Damn bad white kid giving, rich white kid too, giving Arnold Drummond. Is that his last name? Is his last name Drummond? Getting him hooked on some pills. I don't know who this kid is here. That's Nancy Reagan again. Nancy Reagan. Well, they always, who's done drugs? Oh, they all raising their hands like that. Bare naked ladies, man. Maybe this was filmed in the '90s. I ain't heard bare naked ladies in a long time. Man, I had a friend that was really into them for about a week or two. Garbage Pail dolls. Cabbage Patch. That's a Garbage Pail. I like Garbage Pail. Never really got the craze. Maybe I just wasn't the right type of person. I wasn't one thing. '85. How old was I? 13, going on 14, somewhere around there. I think I was turning 13. Can't do math off the top of my head really good, but yeah, 13, going on 13. I was really out of league to buy Cabbage Patch dolls, and I really wouldn't have even. But wasn't really for me. But God, they were ugly. I don't know why kids liked them. I know girls that had them and they loved them. They were all so ugly, and I never got the whole Cabbage Patch doll thing. Now, Tickle Me Elmo came years later. Too old for that, but I did at least understand why people liked it. But look at him, I was about to trample this kid because of stupid Garbage Pail dolls. Did I say garbage again? Garden Patch. Is that what they're called? Garden Patch Kids? Oh, they're ugly. I know a girl that looks just like that one right there. Didn't they all look different? Wasn't that the gimmick that they all were different? But they all kind of look alike to me. What is this? There's a place you go and watch them being born? Okay. I didn't know there was such a big backstory to the Garbage Pail. I didn't know there was such a big backstory to the, look at them, they're giving birth to it, out of a Cabbage Patch. Whew. If you collected Garbage Pail, what are they called again? Garbage. No, not garbage. Cabbage Patch Dolls. If you collect Cabbage Patch Dolls, you have no room to talk for me buying Star Wars stuff. I mean, come on. Look at that. I love 83. I'm watching 83. I said this whole time I was watching 85, but I'm watching 83. Sorry about that. Michael Jackson's Thriller. Really big video right there for sure. Yes, it was. Thrill of the night. Do that moonwalk and everything. And I'm going to be honest. I hate to say this. I'm going to tell you this. I had a Michael Jackson zipper jacket. Wasn't red. It was gray. Bought it at Ames for the best. I bought it at Ames for the best. That was. Had zippers all over it and everything. It was really cheap. Probably cost $15-20. So you know it didn't last long. And I wasn't even a big Michael Jackson fan. I never really got into Michael Jackson. But I mean, everybody loved Thriller and Beat It and all this stuff right around this time period. But yes, I had a Michael. That's the kind of jacket I had right there. But it was gray or silver maybe, and not red. I actually went to the. Why am I telling you guys this? I don't mind embarrassing myself. I went to the skating rink and they actually had a glove you could buy. One glove like Michael Jackson's. There it is. Talking about the glove now. And I bought the glove also. So I had my leather jacket and I had one glove like Michael Jackson. Which makes no sense because like I said, I was never really into Michael Jackson. But it was just that time period, 1983, you had to be into it. I mean, you had to be, everybody was, even if you didn't like that type of music, everybody was into Thriller. Oh, Billie Jean, I still like Billie Jean. That's really his best song right there that I listen to. And I was really into Eat It. You remember Eat It, Weird Al song? I thought that was like the funniest thing in the world. I was like, man, I know. It's like my dad said CBO Sharky's the funniest thing ever, but I was like, no, nothing's funnier than hearing Weird Al sing Eat It. And the video was so great because he made it look just like the video. Oh man, let's see. Okay, spent a lot of time on Michael Jackson here. I don't got much more to say about him. This before he got his hair burnt by the Pepsi commercial, I guess. There we go, Knight Rider. I'll tell you a fact about Knight Rider and me. It might shock some of you anyway. And there's some of the movies coming up we're gonna look at. What was that? Scarface? Flashdance. Never seen Flashdance. Okay, come on, let's get through this commercial thing here so we can go. I would run it up and then I'll get all screwed up. Hopefully the commercials are cut out of this, I hope. Oh, the A-Team. There we go. No, that was my show in 1983. Hell yeah, the A-Team. Man, see if I can name them all. So we got B.A. Baracus. We got Hannibal, we got Hannibal, the leader. Got the Face Man. Dirk Benedict. What was his name? Face Man. What was his name on the show? We got him. We got Howling Mad Murdoch. Of course I know him. Man, what was Face Man's name? I can't believe I forgot Face Man's name. I love it when a plan comes together. Man, what a great show. The movie wasn't even that bad. I was surprised the movie. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't great, but I would like to see more movies. I was surprised that the movie was okay. And I thought it'd be horrible. It was enjoyable. I mean, it wasn't the best movie ever. The T show is so cheesy now watching it. But it's good cheese. I love it. I love how they shoot the guns and the bullets always land at the feet. They can shoot the gun high up like this, but the bullet's going to land by everybody's feet. So show a car crash and you're going to see somebody come crawling out of the car so everybody knows they didn't die. And was anything more badass than B.A. Baracus? I guess that's what the B.A. means, badass. Oh, they're showing some of the later scenes here. Remember that last season when they wasn't wanted by the police anymore? Wasn't too good then. And they wasn't wanted, they brought in that new Hispanic guy to hang out with them. Never liked that season. I quit watching it by then. But, man, what was Face Man's name? Somebody's going to tell me. There's that new guy in the last season. Well, Face Man. What was Face Man's name? That's going to bother me. Hey, Species, man. She was from Species. I hadn't thought about that. Hey, it's a guy from Quantum Leap. Okay, I'm just all over the place here. Did you see that? I saw Al from Quantum Leap. How about that? I think it was him. And there's that new guy. B.A.'s going to punch him in the face. They hadn't shown Murdoch. How can you not talk about Murdoch? Come on. Man, I loved Murdoch. He had a fake dog, at least on one episode. Really loved him. Okay, I'm going to skip over this music again. Okay, back at a little edit. Cut out some music stuff again. Knight Rider. This is what I was going to tell you a little. You might find it hard to believe. I've never seen an episode of Knight Rider. Not one episode. Never seen it. Never seen one episode of Knight Rider. And I've never seen one episode of Miami Vice. Just how I am. I watched the A-Team. I watched Magnum P.I. I watched Tales of the Golden Monkey. I watched Bring 'Em Back Alive. I watched Riptide. Never watched Knight Rider. I don't know why. It had to be that it was on at the same time as A-Team or some other show I watched. And I never watched Miami Vice, so I'm guessing it had to be on at the same time that A-Team or Tales of the Golden Monkey or Magnum or Simon & Simon. Remember Simon & Simon? I love that one. That was a really good one. Man, Simon & Simon, they never show that again. I hadn't watched Simon & Simon in years. I need to watch some Knight Rider, I guess, because everybody's talking good about it, but I've never seen it. No, it's got David Hasselhoff in it, but I always see him as Spencer from Young and the Restless. I should know that, but I do know that. I remember watching him on Young and the Restless, or was it As the World Turns? Whatever one had Victor Newman on it and all them. But I think his name was Spencer on the show. See, how do I know that? How do I know who we play there? Anyway. Knight Rider, the car talk. Didn't they bring Knight Rider back sometime in the 2000s or something? Yeah, I think they did. I think they already talked. Didn't they bring back like Knight Rider? Try to reboot it one time. Can't reboot David Hasselhoff. Come on. Oh, Michael Eden Black. I never really cared for that guy either. There we go. War Games. God, I love that movie. I watched it just like 2 nights ago too, and it's still good. I wouldn't mind seeing a reboot of it. If they did, they would get carried away if they did a reboot. If they, wouldn't they? They would have it where he would have some kind of hologram friend, or he would have such high-tech stuff that nobody even has or even invented yet. But they kept, the original one kept it real. It was like something some teenager would really have. Sure, there was some probably stuff we didn't have back then to make the movie good, but overall they made it really feel like a kid did all this. Like I said, it wasn't over the top like it would be today. He would have a robot in his room. He would have a holographic screen and everything. I'll just ruin it. But change the grades. I made a program on my TSR-80 computer and made it look like I hacked into the bank at school, and it was funny. And people had typing class, and that's what I would do. I wouldn't be doing my work. I would be making these little programs. Enter your password here, and it would bring up this file. And people in class believed I really hacked into a bank. Well, there was no modem. There was no phone line or anything. Man. But I really wanted to be David. I mean, part of us wanted to be Bueller. Part of us wanted to be David Lightman. Man, what a great movie. And I said this earlier. I forgot Michael Manson was in it. Or I didn't know Michael Manson was in that movie till years later. I guess I didn't know who he was in. That's why. And Dabney Coleman. Come on. Have you ever seen a movie with Dabney Coleman in it that wasn't a great movie? Man, that's a good movie. The thing is, like I said, I watched it just the other day, and I was just going to put it on kind of the background, and I ended up watching the whole thing. Oh! Remember these things that crawl down the walls? Oh my God, it was in bubblegum machines and stuff. Man, I forgot about these. Yeah, you throw them on the wall, and they would slowly go down because they were sticky, and they were crawling. I remember a movie Night Shift. The guy had one at a restaurant. And they act like it was a real bug. I don't think they just didn't want to pay to put a bug on the wall, so they used one of those in the background. Oh, what were they called? Wacky Walkers? They were always fun for a couple of hours, maybe a day, and then you would throw them on the carpet and stuff, and they would dog hair and dirt all stuck to them, and then within a couple of days, they wouldn't even stick on the window. It wouldn't do nothing. You might stick on the window, but then they would just fall to the ground. Oh. He's the inventor of them? Man, what a great gimmick. That's good. Man, I forgot about those Wacky Walker things. Yeah, we have them all the time. We throw them all over the place. Man, they really do go a long way talking about these things. They still make those? They have to still make those. They have to be out there, right? They still make these wacky things. And look how cheap they are. Oh, they ran that backwards to try to fool us. Let's skip the music videos again, so I'll be right back. Especially if they're going to show some Grace Jones. Okay. He-Man! Yeah! 1983. Come home after school. I get out at 2:45, and I would come straight home to watch He-Man at 3 o'clock, and I couldn't miss it. Oh, man, look how he runs. He-Man is great, isn't it? God, I loved He-Man. You know, I didn't know until watching it recently, well, a couple years ago, that Tila, is that her name? Tila and Man at Arms was daughter and father. I don't know how I missed that growing up, or at least I just kind of forgot about it over the years. There's a sorceress. What was the power of the Gray Skull? What was that anyway? I know you put the swords together with the toys. They each have part of the swords and you stick them together, but how did anyone not know? Oh, Skeletor! Skeletor had the best voice of any villain. Listen. Oh, Skeletor. I love Skeletor. I don't see how they're going to bring Skeletor back into a movie. I know they're talking about doing a new live-action movie. How do you do Skeletor and make it look... not make it look weird? Beastman. There we go. Beastman's getting a hug of He-Man. Look at He-Man's hair. Orko. A lot of people shit on Orko. Love Orko. Okay, He-Man running around with his tight fuzzy underwear on. Look at him. How did people not know Prince Adam and He-Man was the same person? This is baffling as don't know Superman is and Clark Kent. Hate Man-at-Arms hat. Man-at-Arms? Yeah, Man-at-Arms. Hate his hat. Duncan. What was his name? Man-at-Arms' name was Duncan? I always just called him Man-at-Arms. There's Beastman. I don't know if Beastman had a real name or not. But, okay, we're going to go to a commercial here, so let me run past this stuff here. Okay, 1983, and we're going to talk about the biggest movie of the year, and I think you all know what the biggest movie of 1983 was. There we go, Return of the Jedi. If you didn't check out my video with people on the internet talking about Return of the Jedi back from 1983, yes, on the internet, 1983, check that video out, trust me. It's amazing to see what people were saying about that movie. There's Jabba the Hutt. Man. As much as I love Empire, Jedi was the one that hit me right. I was like 13. I was 13 when it came out, or going on 13. So it's the one that I have the most memory of going to see. Me and my brother would buy toys to Star Wars and Empire. But when Jedi came out, my brother was out of toys, and I was just buying toys. So Jedi felt like it was my movie. I was buying the toys for this movie. I would see the movie and go out and buy all the toys and try to collect it. Wouldn't, playing with my brother's toys, the one he has. Because he had more toys than I did, especially before Jedi came out. And then he moved on, and I was there. He gave me his old Star Wars toys, and I started buying Jedi stuff. So Jedi was really my first Star Wars movie. Although I saw all three of them at the theater, Jedi was my first Star Wars movie. I was really into Star Wars way before that, don't get me wrong. I loved Star Wars, but that was like my first, so I felt like it was me, my movie. Or my generation's movie, maybe that's the way to put it. Man, I loved it. I don't know why people pick on the Ewoks. I don't know why. I'll never understand the Ewoks are great. And who doesn't like Return of the Jedi? I mean, it's a great movie, a great final. Sure, you can sit here nitpicking and find holes about it, plot holes and bad things to say about it, but come on. It is a great movie. Is it Empire great? Of course not. Is it New Hope great? Kinda, close there, but there's Obi-Wan Kenobi in his ghost form telling Luke that Leia is his sister, and he's thinking, oh my God, I kissed my sister. That's what he's thinking right there. They should have had him throw up or something. Oh my God, I just kissed my sister. But he didn't know it was his sister, so we have to kind of look at that look on her face. She's like, oh, you're my brother? I kissed you? I put my tongue in my brother's mouth? Ooh. What is it, House Sparks? Where do they find these celebrities? Celebrities, let's just say. And there he is saying goodbye to all the ghosts and everything. I always wonder if Leia saw him. I don't think so. When it comes to ghosts, I think it's more in his head. Only Luke can see them. Only certain people can see them. Only people they want to be seen by sees it. So that's the end of VH1. I love 1983. At the beginning of this video, I said it was 1985. Sorry about that. I was going to do 85, and then I saw 83 and said, hey, let's get that because Jedi. I wanted to talk about Jedi. Now, I'm not really sure how this video is going to do. This is something new I've never done before, so let me know in the comments below if you like this video. We can go through all the 80s stuff. We can go every year, or we can just not do another video like this ever again. Thumbs up if you like this video, and when you thumbs up and comment, it lets YouTube know you like my content, and it throws it out there so more people can see it. So really, if you don't like the video, just hit thumbs up to be a nice guy. That way YouTube will recommend my video to more people. And I want to thank you for watching. Be back very soon.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.